Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
That old devil moon.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system. While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer, the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Soths and Lucas. In that war, the planet was raised, and all the gods died except Scythe. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
All right, well, that's quite a bit going on right there. Let us, actually, before we leave, let's talk to Spock a bit more.
Nothing to report at this time, Captain.
Nothing to report.
Our orders are to proceed to Alpha Proxima, sir.
All right, we will do that. Let's raise shields.
Raising shields.
Before that, let's look up Proxima.
Alpha Proxima. Star system with 5 planets. Alpha Proxima 3, Proxtrae, and Alpha Proxima 4, Gazel, are both inhabited worlds.
Proxtrae and Gazel.
Proxtrae, the 3rd planet in the Alpha Proxima system. This Class M planet is widely habitable except for zones of extreme radioactivity on the southern continent. About 1,000 years ago, the 2 dominant political systems, the Lucas and the Soths, engaged in a nuclear war that resulted in the deaths of 3/4 of the world's population through direct or collateral damage. Proxtrae's current civilization is non-spacefaring and does not have contact with the Federation.
All right, so we didn't learn anything new there at all. What was the other one? Gazel?
Gazel, a Class M world in the Alpha Proxima system. Alpha Proxima 4, a member of the Federation and a popular leisure world. Gazel is also a major center for galactic archaeology and has many museums.
Having that in the same system as... Okay, well, whatever. Who am I to question the wisdom of Starfleet? Well, let's head there. Oh, where is that? Alpha Proxima. You are right there.
We are out of sensor range, Captain. I suggest we orbit the asteroid.
All right, let's orbit the asteroid.
Entering standard orbit.
A sensor scan of size reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Scythe rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development.
Scythe.
Scythe, a large asteroid in an elliptical orbit in the Alpha Proxima system. Spectral analysis of its composition indicates that it has minimal atmosphere and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtra, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Scythe, probably not by coincidence.
17? That could be useful. What were the two races or civilizations of Sophs and Lucres?
Sophs, one of the two ancient races of Proxtra. They lived in a highly advanced culture that valued the community ahead of the individual, which put them in conflict with the Lucres. The Sophs used base 4 in their mathematics, and their organization was based on units of 4 to make up sets of 100.
Okay. Lucres.
Lucres, one of the two ancient cultures of Proxtra. See Sophs. The Lucres believed that a man who made the most of his ability was a god. Their individualism put themselves at odds with the communitarianism of the Sophs. The Lucres used base 3. Their organization was based on units of 3, making up sets of 99. The number 99 was known to have religious importance to them.
Still translating, Captain.
All right, Lieutenant Uhura, who is good at impersonating Spock's voice. I think we could probably lower our shields.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Is there anything else you have to say, Spock?
I suggest we beam down, sir. The surface is hostile, but survivable for a short time.
Okay, well, then we need to make quick work of that if we're going down there. Is there anything else I can think? No. I don't think there's anything else. All right, let's head down then.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the car.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Mr. Scott,
Aye, we've had some slight problems with the transporters.
we didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Kyle is loading a backup and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
Well, that's not good. Guess all that means is that we're stuck down here.
The atmosphere is breathable, Jim, but hardly nourishing. We should either get inside or go back to the ship.
Well, we can't go back to the ship.
Aside from the security door on what should be a lifeless planetoid, this place is unremarkable.
Who is our security detail with us?
Area secure, Captain.
Ensign Mosher? Okay.
He doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood right now.
Oh, we're continuing that from last week. That's depressing. There isn't anything more up here, is there? What's this up here?
This is the planet Proxtra, currently 600,000 kilometers from this moon.
Okay, there's probably nothing going over that way. Can we...
The rocks have a high quantity of triphosphorus silver in them. As expected, Captain, the source of power emanations lies beyond that door.
A power source that has lasted millennia and endured major catastrophes. That's fascinating, Mr. Spock.
Do you have Vulcan blood, Ensign?
No, sir.
You retrieve a rock.
We have a rock. Like Charlie Brown. Oh.
Captain, I'm afraid we got a wee problem here.
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and
oh boy,
we were getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Okay, well, that's definitely not good.
The origin point for the broadcast to Uhura Monitor was approximately 50 meters beyond this door.
Okay.
Well, we won't be able to phaser any outbound missiles.
It appears that our mission has increased in importance.
Indeed.
This door is huge. If they were humanoid, they could have been giants.
From what we know about the Lucars, they had an affinity for size. Their machines weren't just equipment, they were also monuments.
I can believe that.
We should stay inside as much as possible. We must try to protect ourselves from the cosmic radiation.
Maybe we should have worn suits before coming down. What do we have here?
There is power running to the keypad.
4. So would this be...
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Oh. We need a code. Oh, well. What was that? Base 4, they had an affinity with 100.
That did not seem to work, Captain. Perhaps we should try a number that had some significance to them. Remember, they were very superstitious.
Wait, no. This is, they had base, 4. So, let me think. The softs was base force 4, and that's 100. Do I have to... do I have to look up and see what 100 is in base 4? Yuck. Okay. Hold on. Let me go and... open up Google a second. Base 10. I want to know what 100 is. Okay. Alright, so this tells me that 100 in base 4 is...
That prompted a response, Captain. 01210 is 100 in base 4, a number the Softs regarded as sacred.
Okay, so don't push... Okay, so definitely not that number. Would it be 17? Hold on, gotta go look that up again. That's 101. It's not that. They can't be that. Is it really? What was the other stuff? That's base 3. Was what the other people were. So the different things we could do with that would either be 17 or 99. Let's try 99 first. And that 99 in base 3.
That worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's Base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
Though, to be fair, it doesn't make sense why it'd be base 3 when everything has, 4 sides or 8 sides, Yeah, that's really bizarre. But okay, we got the door open, so we can go inside now.
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a kilt in a blast furnace, Captain. Wait a minute. Lieutenant Uhura has some news for you.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern. We are attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Keep working at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
Alright, Spock.
My tricorder is picking up large supplies of frozen oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide beneath the surface, enough to last many centuries.
At least we won't have to worry about suffocating.
Can we scan anything? What's this?
A computer terminal, Captain. It uses the Lucre alphabet. I think I can decipher it.
Okay, then you go look at it.
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. Codename, Sci. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed 1 successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in Base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1, provided the archaeological studies about Lucre's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
Well, that sounds much easier. You said there's more you could learn?
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. Codename, Scythe. This base has been operational for the past
22%.
Oh, we already went through all that.
The base is...
If the loop, there is a substantial one soft strike.
So why is...
Given the damp because it's transmit.
Jim, let's return to...
Doctor, this moon...
Spock is right.
In trinary...
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
327.
Oh, God. Thank God that's over with.
The interior of the security lock is unremarkable and well preserved. This keypad is fully functional and controls the door. Its entry code is in base 3.
Oh gosh, more of this. Okay, so this is a Lucre station, which is base 3, even though everything's got 4 sides and, you know, numbers based around that.
This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door.
Alright, let's have you do something with the keypad. Okay. Let's go back to my, base 10 and base 3 number converter. Okay. I'm gonna guess probably 17, so let's see what 17 is. That is 122.
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word scythe in the Lucre's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
Okay. We're inside.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Yay!
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Cathral C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
Oh, that's good.
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorus silver, and power is currently running to it. I am recording the pattern of this lock into my tricorder.
Okay.
This door is made from remarkably dense alloys. Even our most powerful phaser rifle or welder would not be able to penetrate it.
The thing must be almost as tough as a starship hull.
Indeed, Ensign, and considerably thinner. A remarkable achievement in metallurgical engineering.
Okay, so we have to, I'm guessing we're gonna have to figure out how to get in there eventually.
Can't say I like the decor.
The Lucres did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Captain, with the 3K AG content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open the sealed door in the other chamber.
Is that what this is?
This is an ancient laser drill.
Well, we have a rock. Let's,
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. We have to go put it over here in front of where... No?
You look but see nothing of note.
What is this made out of?
Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable.
What's this?
A storage box of some kind. I detect no dangerous substances. These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional.
One, 10, 100. This is in base.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Captain, nothing can be gained by trying to force it around.
Okay, well, let's just try one of them then. Okay, so that fired here. Let's try the next setting.
These are display
Oh, I already know that. Maybe. Okay, let's try the next one then.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
I don't... Like, this rock is made out... He said we could make something.
Nothing happens. Nothing Nothing happens.
And it's firing over here. Oh wait, hold. Maybe we can do something with our phaser.
That's a phaser, not a flashlight, Jim.
No. Maybe we need something else.
These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional.
Is there something
Nothing
else?
to report.
Can you do something over here?
Captain, nothing can... Unlike the surface rocks, the
Looks like a museum piece to me, Captain.
This is one heck of a museum, Ensign.
Still a mess, though.
Wonder if I'm just not am I not clicking right in the right spot? Had that problem before.
Nothing happens.
Maybe we need to examine something more.
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad.
Yeah, we already know that. Maybe let's have you examine it more.
My fingers are too large to fit into the slot.
The panel is undamaged.
Very odd, Captain. There was a power surge to the panel just after the rock struck it. Probably 3 kAg dust getting into the slot.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I feel like I'm on the right track, but I'm not doing something right.
Nothing happens.
Where does it shoot exactly now? If I did that? Right up there. On that bright pixel.
You look but see nothing of note.
Nothing of note.
These are display panels. Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
How do we give it those coordinates? That's what I want to know. Nope, I can't pick up anything there.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything.
Why was I even brought down on this mission, Jim? I'm a doctor, not a welder.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
Nothing new to report. report, Captain.
Wait. Can we do anything? Can we pick this up at all? No. Okay.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
This technology is cruder and less efficient than the rest of the complex, Captain. This technology is...
How is that useful for us?
Captain, nothing can...
By trying to force it. I don't want to force it. I just want... There's nothing to do with these hoses or anything.
These are display panels. I fail to see the lot.
Nothing happens.
What do you want me to do, game?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Unlike the surface, the drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place.
Okay.
The drill is unremarkable.
It's corroded.
Jim, you should relax a little more. Jim, stop trying to shoot it.
How do we make it not be corroded?
Nothing happens. This is an ancient... This is an ancient... This is an ancient...
The drill is unremarkable.
It's frozen in place.
The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place.
There's nothing there.
Acquiring a ship's doctor.
Nothing new to report.
Captain, nothing can be gained by trying to force it around. Captain, nothing can be gained by... Unlike the surface
I
rocks,
see where it's
ore
shooting.
here is
It's shooting over here. Do I just...
Jim, you should relax a little.
These are display...
Shoot. Pushing the wrong controls.
Shaft was drilled out of the lunar rock by a laser device, similar to the one mounted in the ceiling.
What the? What? 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 No one else could open this? Spock, you had to be the one that opened this? What? Haven't I not? Oh my gosh. I've done things with... What do we have here? Wire. Okay. How is that helpful to us?
You're right. This is a mess.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I fail to see the lot.
Okay, well...
Unlike the surface rocks.
Huh.
Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable. These are display panels.
We know.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Well, then give it the proper coordinates.
Captain, the machine...
Nothing happens. These are display panels for... This is a laser drill control. These are display panels for the laser drill. You look but see nothing of note.
How...
These are display panels.
do we do what it is that we want to do?
We must find a way to bypass its lock system.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
My fingers are too large to fit into the slot. This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorate silver, and power is currently running to it.
Yeah, we heard that already.
Nothing happens.
Please allow me to concentrate, Captain.
So is there just something we haven't had Spock do yet that would make him know what needs to happen?
The interior of the secure... The console report, welcome to...
Oh gosh, this again. We don't need to hear.
If the Lucas, there is a soft map, one soft...
So why is...
We don't need to hear that all over again.
Jim, let's return to the
Doctor, this...
Spock is right.
In trying... Spock! 1 point...
Ugh.
The origin point for the broadcast to Uhura monitor.
Yeah, we heard that already. There's nothing...
You retrieve a rock.
What are we looking for? I'm still...
I fail to see the logic.
This doorway leads to another area of the complex. This doorway leads back to the security lock and outside. This panel is designed to receive an ID card to make the door open.
So we still need coordinates somewhere, somehow.
A length of wire with some sort of connector at each end. Triphosphate silver in its raw form.
Now, we already did something with this.
The panel is undamaged.
Very odd, Captain. There was a power surge to the panel just after the rock struck it. Probably 3 kAg dust getting into the slot.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Huh.
Nothing happens.
What? I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here.
Violence will not...
I know, I'm not trying to be violent, Spock.
These are displayed... Captain, nothing can be gained. Unlike the surface rocks, the...
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
The mine shaft was drilled out of the lunar rock by a laser device, similar to the one mounted in the ceiling.
Oh, I'm gonna just be so angry when I find out whatever it is I need to do to make.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
What am I missing?
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Nothing new to report, Captain.
Tell us the proper coordinates, Uhura.
I certainly see nothing there. We're safe from the cosmic radiation, Jim.
Good, thank you.
He looks at you with a He looks at you. He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
So something's corroded, but how?
The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place. The drill is unremarkable.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I'm too attached to my head to stick it in front of the laser that makes...
No.
We're safe from the cosmic...
What do you want me to do with it, sir?
Fix it. Make it work.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
The box is empty.
Thank you.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do. There is nothing at the moment for me to do. There is nothing at the moment for...
I am totally stumped.
Nothing to report, Captain. I used the key card pattern.
Oh my gosh.
The lock to program the drill. It should now be able to make a template of the key card in the rock.
Oh my gosh, that's all it was. I just had to freaking use the freaking tricorder. I thought I did that. I feel like all of these things I've done. Or, oh my gosh. This is so, ugh.
too high a setting, Captain. The laser drill vaporized the rock.
Ah, okay. Gotta get another rock.
You retrieve a rock.
Guessing we want the middle setting.
This technology is crude. Nothing to report, Captain.
Oh, gosh.
A duplicate of the pass card you made from triphosphate silver.
All right. Ugh.
This appears to be the brain of Scythe. There are two identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles. This computer directly controls the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other two computers are accessible. This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second. This computer is functional and performing an average 1.2 million operations per second.
Okay.
Welcome to Sci-Fi Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours adjusted. Welcome to Sci-Fi Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours adjusted.
Captain, something is wrong with the computers. They may be twins, but they are not identical.
It appears they are out of sync, Captain. I have to assume the Alpha unit has a virus, which is using up an incredible amount of computing time.
They report different optimum launch times, which is right.
Given the elliptical orbit and the range at which they will pass Proxtree, the Omega unit is correct, but the window is very narrow. A variation of minutes will mean the missiles run out of fuel and fall harmlessly into the sun.
Can you reprogram the Lucas computer to give us that time, Mr. Spock?
Reprogramming an old alien computer is not simple, Captain. The odds against success are 10,221 to 1 against.
Too bad all Omega here couldn't just take a sick day and miss the firing.
Because the two machines are isolated, the virus did not spread from one to the other.
If we could only bridge them.
Like with the giant cable in the box that we tried opening a billion times and then accidentally did later. I mean, like with this thing? I would just like to point out that I think the stuff that was supposed to be hard, like all of the base number stuff, was actually fairly easy, which, you know, I blame Google for that, but all of the stuff that I think was supposed to be basic is taking forever to do.
Welcome to Sci-Fi Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.54 hours adjusted.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Proxtree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
Kirk to Enterprise, how are the transporters, Scotty?
They're operational again, Captain. We're ready to bring you back at any time.
Bring us home.
All right.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Proxima 3 and evaluate your performance at 92%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points.
I frankly don't know
The
how we
top
could have
brass
done
at
better.
Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Hard to believe that Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans, too. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion.
Logic? Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim.
Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
Sounds like emotion had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu.
Well, they've been getting harder and harder, and this one's been hard, but we'll see you next week. More Star Trek.